The first order of business is to set up the corporation.
Susan Speckert addressed Kentucky lawmakers in November on a new way to regulate the state's growing gambling industry.
We are essentially a startup that has been a state agency for over 100 years. So there are certainly some challenges, but we also see great opportunities that we're very excited about.
The Kentucky Horse Racing and Gaming Corporation now regulates horse racing, slot machines, and sports betting. In July, it'll take the reins on charitable gaming, too.
Our board, out of the gate, created transition and hiring committees to oversee the transition and to ensure there was no interruption of our services.
3 months later, the corporation has fired most of its enforcement staff in sports betting. I talked to 3 former employees who said Kentucky has been cutting its enforcement team for more than a year. They say the last 3 of 10 sports betting team members were fired last week. The corporation's senior vice president of gaming wouldn't answer questions about the firings, but Travers Manley told me by email that the corporation remains committed to ensuring the compliance of our licensees and the protection of the wagering public in Kentucky.
This would suggest a very light touch regulatory approach.
Ian Messenger runs a Toronto-based trade organization that teaches gaming compliance professionals how to spot fraud, money laundering, and predatory marketing strategies that can harm consumers.
The majority of the compliance functions will be delegated to the operators, and the regulator will have limited oversight on whether those activities are being complied with.
This isn't the first time that critics have questioned Kentucky's readiness to regulate sports betting. So you think the commission is adequately staffed to do this job?
No, I don't. I think that they're going to have to add additional staff.
Kentucky Senator Chris McDaniel was reacting to an I-Team investigation in 2023 that showed Ohio and Indiana had dozens more enforcement staff than Kentucky. The corporation released an organization chart in September showing it plans to hire 4 auditors in sports betting and an unspecified number of enforcement and licensing staff.
What is the risk of danger between now and the time they're fully staffed?
The danger is really a lack of resources, is something being missed because all of the work rests with one individual.
In the newsroom, Dan Monk, WCPO 9, I-Team.